Hello students, so today we are going to discuss these two questions which look very similar to each other, but they are quite different and their answers are also quite different. So first I would like to read the question. The first question says a car travels first half distance of its journey with 60 km per hour and rest half with 40 km per hour. Find the average speed of the car. And the second question, which is similar to this, that says a car travels for first half time of its journey with 60 km per hour and for rest half time with 40 km per hour. Find the average speed of the car. So the only difference in these two questions are, in the first question it says the half distance, and second question it says for first and rest half time. So let us see how these questions will be solved and what are the differences in the two approaches. So let's start. Suppose in the first case, suppose we have this point A and this is point B. This is the total journey and it says the first half distance of the journey. So suppose it is a straight line motion. So suppose first half distance will be d by 2 and suppose rest half distance d by 2, where d is the total distance between these 2 points. Now the first half distance is covered with a speed of 60 km per hour and rest half with 40 km per hour. So to calculate the average speed, if you know the formula that says that average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time, right? So here we need to calculate the total time. So suppose I say time taken in the first half of the journey is t1 and time taken in the second half journey is t2, then total distance here will be d by 2 plus d by 2 and whole divided by time taken in the first interval of motion, which is from points, let's say midpoint, this is point C, intermediate point. So time taken to travel from A to C will be time is equal to distance over speed. So I can write this time t1 plus t2 and in the next step I will put the value. So d by 2 plus d by 2 will be total small d, and t1 will be distance upon speed, so d by 2 upon 60 km per hour plus d by 2 divided by 40 km per hour, and it will be the small d divided by, we can take d by 2 common, and it will be 60 into 40 is the LCM, and in numerator you will have 40 plus 60, and if you solve it, this d and d gets cancelled, and in numerator you will get 2 times 60 into 40, which is going to be 6 into 4 2400 into 2 4800 divided by 60 plus 40, which is 100. So 4800 divided by 100 is 48 kilometer per hour. So this is the answer. So it's not simply the average of the two speeds given like 60 and 40, because the average of 60 and 40 will be 50 km per hour, but that's not the answer. The answer is 48 km per hour. That's little smaller than that simple average of those two numbers. Now let's come to the next question. This is a car travels from first half time of its journey with 60 km per hour and for rest half time with 40 km per hour. Then find the average speed. So let's say the car travels from point A to B in total time t. So first half time means the time interval is t by 2 and rest half time is t by 2. And this first half time is covered with a speed of 60 km per hour and rest half time is covered with speed 40 km per hour. Now let's say the distance covered in the first interval, first half time, is distance equals speed into time because it is moved with a constant speed. So distance will be 60 into t by 2, and distance covered in the second half time, that will be again speed into time, so 40 into t by 2. Now to calculate the average speed, we need the same formula, total distance divided by total time. So total distance here will be, we calculated d1 and d2, so d1 plus d2 divided by total time will be t by 2 plus t by 2. So d1 is 60 into t by 2, so we can calculate 60 into t by 2 plus 40 into t by 2, and this whole thing divided by t by 2 plus t by 2 will be t. So the first term on the numerator is 2 into 60 divided by 2 is 30t plus 40 divided by 2 is 20t, and this divided by t. So total in numerator becomes 30 plus 20 is 50t upon t, so that is 50 km per hour. So now the answer is 50 km per hour, which is simply the average of the two speeds, 60 and 40 km per hour. So These were the two questions which I wanted to discuss with you, and these are very interesting questions because they are slightly different, but the answers become totally different, and the approach to solve the questions also becomes very different. So okay, so next time we will meet again with another question. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you very much.